Thank you for joining us. Quite frequently we watch movies and they have surprise endings. Today we're going to review 10 movies that have shocking endings. Please like, share, and subscribe to Where in the World is Frank and Gina on YouTube. The first movie up is Enemy, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, who plays two different characters, Adam Hall and Michael Sinclair.
Maybe we're brothers. We're not brothers. We're not brothers.
As the movie progresses, it continues to confuse you as to which is which. While Anthony appears to kill Adam's girlfriend and himself, Adam decides he's going to announce that he's going to visit one of Anthony's frequented clubs.
Alan, did you plan on doing something tonight? Because I think I have to go out.
However, when Adam goes to check on Anthony's wife, Helen, he sees a tarantula in her place, leading you to wonder whether Adam has completely lost his mind. Number 9, Prisoners, starring Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal. Jackman plays a grieving father while Gyllenhaal is investigating his daughter's disappearance.
In custody until my daughter's found, right? Right?
We have a 48-hour hold on. It ends tomorrow unless we bring charges.
We'll charge him with something.
As the investigation begins with Gyllenhaal interrogating suspects, he is relentless.
Tell me what you're drawing.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can! Yes, you can! Yes, you can!
As the movie continues, the detective and father are able to find and save his daughter, but not without consequences.
I had the girl stand there while the police came poking around. Should have left him down there.
In the movie's finale, the detective has located the culprit, a grandmother. The missing father is trying to get his attention by blowing a whistle. However, the detective brushes it off as if it's his imagination while the father's still missing, and you never realize whether he gets rescued. Number 8, Get Out, a horror film about American race relations, and it has its provocative and shocking moments.
Get out.
Sorry, man.
Okay. Get out!
The story follows a young man named Chris who's in an interracial relationship and goes to visit her parents. However, once arriving, things go awry when he finds out that the parents are transferring the brains of elderly patients into younger black men to extend their lives.
Preparation is basically a psychological pre-op.
Pre-op?
For phase 3, the transplantation.
Unlike others, Chris eventually escapes. However, just when it seems he's getting away, sirens flash. And just when you think maybe the sheriff may be in on it, Chris turns around and it's his goofy buddy Rod who comes to his rescue. Boy, is he happy to see him.
Shit! Chris!
Number 7, Uncut Gems. This is an Adam Sandler movie, and many people say it is a great movie. Sandler plays Howard Ratner, a jeweler and gambler who owes substantial debts to his brother-in-law, and the movie quickly escalates.
What's happening right now?
I told you how things were gonna go if you didn't start to behave.
The movie's climax shows Howard using a black oinks to pay for Kevin Garnett's performance in a basketball game, winning it.
Thank you. That's it, okay? That's 2 profits done. We got that, 2.
Shortly after letting Arno and his men back into his shop, he is shot by Arno's men, as well as his employer.
Shut the up, or you'll wind up next here, man.
I don't think many people would have guessed this outcome. Number 6, Carrie. When school bullies decide they wanted to bully a specific girl, they live to regret it. After having pig's blood thrown on her due to envy and jealousy, they were yet to see Carrie's wrath. Carrie's rage spills outside of the auditorium, killing her initial tormentors and her abusive mother in a fire. However, the shocker comes when one of Carrie's classmates is lying a flower next to her grave near the burned down home when a bloody hand appears. However, we see that she's dreaming. And although many movies have tried this tactic, Carrie does it best. Number 5, The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. This story follows the unlikely friendship of a Nazi son and a Jewish son who become friends.
Are you not allowed out? Why? What have you done? I'm a Jew.
And after the Jewish boy Smooth's father goes missing, Bruno tries to help by changing into one of the concentration camp uniforms. Thus you get the title. Eventually the boys were rounded up with others, put into a room and told they were going to get a shower.
I think we're just waiting in here until the rain stops.
Clothes off!
In truth, this was a gas chamber and they were rounded up and killed with others. While the movie is based on fictional depiction, the realism of the Holocaust is horrifying. Number 4, American History X. This movie follows Derek Vineyard, played by Edward Norton, a former neo-Nazi.
I think it's typical.
Typical how?
Well, this country's becoming a haven for criminals, so what do you expect? You know, decent, hardworking Americans like my dad are getting rubbed out by social parasites.
You then see Derek's story being told through an essay paper that Danny, his brother, who holds the same racist views, had to write. As Derek continues to try to change himself and his brother, it starts to work until they're confronted by Cameron and the neo-Nazis.
Watch it, be careful. Remember where you are. This is not some country club where you can waltz in and out of here.
Sadly, the movie's ending comes to a conclusion where Danny's change came too late as he's shot by a kid that he had antagonized earlier.
Oh, no, no.
Given the fact that the entire movie was built around Danny and Derek becoming better people, that's what made this scene much more heartbreaking. Number 3, The Departed.
School's out.
Thank you, Frank.
You earned it. No more pencils, no more books.
This movie has so many twists and turns with an undercover cop and an undercover rat on the police force. Billy Costigan, played by Leonardo Dicaprio, eventually arrests the rat, played by Matt Damon. And then Anthony Anderson comes and tries to stop him, only for the 2 good cops to get killed in an elevator shaft. However, the movie's finale is really what's shocking when the rat thinks he's gotten away. One of the handlers, played by Mark Walhberg, exterminates him.
Okay.
Just when you thought the villain got away, he got exactly what was coming to him. Number 2, Inglourious Basterds. We all know that Quentin Tarantino can make some powerful movies, and this one is no different as it's transformed into a World War II setting.
I must say, damn good stuff, sir.
Now, about this pickle we find ourselves in.
As the movie has many powerful scenes, including the annihilation of Hitler and his soldiers, the real buster was when the SS officer made a deal with the Americans at the end of the movie.
If I don't pick up this front here, you may very well get all 4. And if you get all 4, you end the war tonight.
As the Nazi coward and sympathizer attempts to leave with some of his men, he is caught by the Americans, and a swastika is carved into his forehead.
I'm aware it ain't practical. I mean, at some point, you gotta have to take it off. So, I'm gonna give you a little something you can't take off.
This movie has a lot of twists and turns, and after Hitler gets gunned down, it takes a surprising turn.
I don't blame you. Damn good deal.
We were wrong. And finally, number 1, The Avengers Infinity War. The movie depicted many of the Marvel characters coming together to stop Thanos, a threat to them all.
That is, it was. Now, reality can be whatever I want.
In a bid to stop him from achieving infinite power through the Infinity Stone, and countless lives will be lost, the Marvels try to stop him. Being a Marvel movie, most moviegoers assume that good is going to prevail over evil, but in this case,
you should have gone for the head.
And Thanos wins by snapping his finger, causing everyone to disintegrate, causing the Marvel fans to drop their mouth, because no one expected this moment unless you read the comic book first. We hope you enjoyed 10 movies that had surprise endings. Please like, share, and subscribe to Where in the World is Frank and Gina on YouTube. God bless.